Okay.
Yeah.
If you have not seen Star Wars,
Turn this off.
turn it off.
We love
Come
it.
back to it
Toast turned
later.
off.
No, don't even come back to it later. It's going to be spoilers up to the end.
Well, I meant like watch it later.
Yeah, that one.
Rewatch it later once you've seen Star Wars. Come back
Save
to
yourself.
it. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Han dies.
Don't.
Woo!
Dude, come on, man. We barely gave them the spoiler warning.
Damn.
No, I gave him a spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Drink about it. 'Cause
I
I'm
gave
sad
him a
again.
spoiler.
I am sad to you. I'm going to need
Han
most
is
of
dead.
that.
Oh,
Han is dead.
Han is dead.
What'd you guys think?
We called it. You called it. And
I know I
you
did.
mentioned it.
You did.
And you planted the seed. So I went in heartless. And I went in saying, the whole time, oh, we're home. I'm like, yeah, you're going to die.
And then he walks
And then-
out on that thing.
As
And
soon,
you know.
as soon as he was like, Ben,
You were like, there it is.
cold chills, and I was like, he's dying.
He's dying.
They named him Ben.
I know.
Yeah, that's
How good
so
is that?
freaking amazing.
How good is it?
Ben Solo.
Ben
Oh,
f***ing Solo.
Solo for years, dog.
And here's the thing, like, I didn't know that he was going to be his son. Like, and I
was blown away.
You knew that there was going to be some family affairs because that's Star Wars.
Well, yeah.
But, like, I thought,
Everyone thought it was going to be Rey.
yeah, Ray.
Well, you don't know yet because
Yeah.
they could be
Ray-
twins. How original! But
Ray,
seriously,
no,
They like to do things in twos, but
Ray is Luke's kid.
Make-
that's the buzz.
I will bet,
I'm not
$20.
doubting you at this point.
I will
No.
put down $20 right now saying that
Prove it.
Ray is Luke's kid. You can't disprove.
You didn't have a kid.
You didn't disprove that look. Ha. You can't disprove that look that he gave her. That look wasn't just.
Complete shock.
That look wasn't just for her having the lightsaber. He was like,
ooh, my thingy.
Can we talk about just seeing him for 3 solid minutes in the whole movie?
not even 3 minutes.
Not even.
Dude, I called it was going to be under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It was wonderful though.
Yeah.
It was
Holy
great.
shit. He looks bad, but in a good way.
No, I don't think
Like,
it looks bad at all.
He looks cool.
Yes.
But he looks just rugged as f***.
But
But that's Mark.
like-
I was fearing because you see Mark Hamill on anything, and you're like, oh, he looks so sad.
yeah, he looks great.
But then you see him, you're like, he looks rough, but like it's not the rough that he looks outside of the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Same
Carrie
with Han,
Fisher.
honestly. Oh,
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
Ugh.
No, I was like,
They did her
man.
makeup well. She didn't look
Mm-hmm.
as haggard as she does in other things, but like she just. I know I told you guys.
I liked
What's
her.
up?
What if she watches this and
liked
she's
her.
like, I don't like that Ryan guy?
Then she won't throw glitter on me at a convention. Who cares? That seems
Fair enough.
miserable
Yeah,
anyways.
I liked her in the movie. I thought.
I think she did a good
Let's
job.
talk about the good stuff from the movie first.
Yeah, you watched it again today, though.
I watched it today.
Yeah, I really
pay
wish I
attention
would've watched
to
it
her
again today.
voice?
I did because I wanted to make sure.
It was
I
the
know.
only thing in the movie that bugged me.
See,
Because
let's
it was
not.
like her, like the right side of her mouth, like didn't come down all the way. And it was.
I noticed
It
that.
looked like maybe she didn't even have front teeth. I couldn't tell. She
Oh.
I'm sure I missed you.
Let's
That's what it was like.
let's talk about the good stuff. First.
Yeah, let's do that.
What did you like most about it?
You know, the thing I liked before the movie was Kylo Ren, and I built it up so big, and then it happened, and I just liked him the whole time.
Right.
Anyways, like he's
Yeah.
he is such an angsty little brat.
He's not a Sith.
Yeah,
No,
well,
but he's
no.
like how are you gonna pull a lightsaber out just
That was-
all over the wall?
Yeah.
Because you're
loved it.
mad.
I loved it.
That was so
Wonderful.
great.
That's a real temper.
Yes.
that is a
Yeah.
real.
That was
and
it was proof that like, he's having this teenage angst years and we're watching it, because like, I've got daddy issues, blah, and he's just like,
And my daddy's a smuggler. And Jabba wanted to kill him a bunch of shit. God, he sucks, dude. I do heroin about it. He probably doesn't do heroin.
yeah, space heroin. It's
Well,
different.
not in a
It's
galaxy far, far away, like
in a long time ago,
and shit.
Yeah, but God, I was so impressed with Kylo Ren, and
Yeah.
okay, the funny though, I'll get to this out of the way because it's superficial and stupid. Is when he first takes off the mask, I was like, he's not Han's son. His nose is too big. And then when they're looking at each other, I was like, God,
They kind of look alike, right?
perfect.
Right?
Yeah,
He's got a bunch of moles and shit.
Do you know
I
how
never
many
noticed.
times, literally both times I went and saw it, people, like, whenever he took off his mask for the first time, people were like, oh.
His hair's shitty.
No, like
he has
people.
shitty hair.
I think his hair's okay.
People
He's going through his teenage.
How old is he
years,
supposed to
whatever.
be?
I don't know.
He's not
Okay.
teenage.
No, I know, but like we're saying, like he's a rapscallion.
I'd say he's in his like 20s.
His
like
frustrated,
his late 20s.
like I'm not gonna listen to my parents phase.
Yeah.
I really already knew what he was going to look like because I've seen the trailers.
Yeah, we all
so
yeah.
I wasn't overly shocked.
What else did you like?
It looked real. Everything, nothing looked too CGI'd.
There was
The
one.
prequels-
There was one scene that I'm not going to talk about it. Let's talk about the good stuff first.
All right.
Okay, yeah. For the most part, it didn't. It looked real. They did well.
Mm-hmm.
God, flying through the broken down Star Destroyer,
Dude, right?
Holy shit, that was wonderful.
That was amazing.
So good.
Yeah,
And
just all of that.
Wait till you go see it in IMAX because that.
Oh, I
scene
know.
is-
I know. It's huge.
Oh, I
The whole,
can't
pretty much
wait.
a lot of the Jackie
You saw it in
stuff.
71st?
So
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
So I'm gonna see it now and I'm gonna be disappointed. and be
Everything
like,
after is going to be
nothing
disappointing.
Yeah, I'm building up.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Yeah.
in retrospect, I'm really glad I did it that way because it was unbelievable.
I
Yeah.
can't even imagine. Yeah, I can't.
Because
wait.
I walked in there, and every time I go into that theater, I forget how large
It's
6
huge.
stories of
It's
screen is.
literally huge.
Yeah,
6 stories.
6
Yes,
stories.
6 stories.
So we bought our tickets, when you bought your tickets. So we had like an exact center.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
That's what I picked.
Yeah, and like G 18 and 19 or something.
Mine was kind of off to the right a little bit, but I still had a great view.
Regardless where you're going to be.
6
in there.
stories.
Yeah,
Again, it
it's
doesn't
6
matter.
stories.
Yeah.
So but I was in the middle, well, a little bit further back in the middle, and then in the middle, like horizontally, and I still had to be like,
Right? It's kind of hard to pay attention because you got to look like literally everywhere.
yeah, like I had to move my head.
Yeah.
But it was such an experience. Like I started tearing up, just like at the credits, just like because there was
The
this.
first scene? Yeah, dude, like it came in and I was like,
I did not expect to be that emotional about this film.
One of my
either.
favorite things about the movie was the crawl.
Yeah.
Like, the first line, Luke Skywalker has vanished. Like, I'm just like, right straight from the
yeah,
gate.
this
I'm
was
just
me. Like,
God
I was like,
damn.
man, holy shit, this is happening.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but whenever I saw it, everyone was like, yeah, woo!
Yeah.
But
people-
today, when I saw it, nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But, like, on the 18th or 17th, everyone was hyped.
It was
And,
about half the crowd in mine. They were like, "Yeah, woo!" And then like there was like halfway through something cool happened. One guy was like,
It was so awkward. Jesus Christ. I laughed so hard.
it was like a lightsaber ignited, and he was like,
Not the slow clap
Yeah,
guy. He
yeah.
was some other motherfucker.
Honestly, Kylo Ren was my favorite.
Yeah, he has been for a long time. Just look, it's the Boba Fett. You get a great costume. No, I'm not saying he's the Boba Fett. You get a great costume design. You hook people in just with that,
Yeah.
and that's Kylo Ren looks f***ing badass.
Plus his
does.
lightsaber.
He's so badass.
"Can I say this?" The one thing that bothers me is that like, I mean, I get it. It's kind of like it's his rebellious phase, whatever. The back of his mask in the movie looks like a Darth Vader mullet.
It's supposed to be
Yeah,
reminiscent
it's
of Darth Vader.
homage.
I know it's like a Vader thing, but like I feel like it's not long enough or it's not short enough. It's like it's not enough
I
part of
kinda
his
liked
back.
it.
Like I was
liked
just
it
kind of
too.
like, put your hood back on, man. Come on, put it back on.
Like, every time he took off his mask, though, it seemed like...
No, the thing comes up.
I thought that was cool. It was
Yeah, that was cool.
I did too, but
and then I
like,
was like, his voice isn't as sweet now.
I know, but like every time I could feel like his emotion more, like
Yeah.
whenever, because like the point where he's like, where he's trying to get the information out of Rey, and he's just like, they're both like battling back and forth between the Force. Okay, here's where I got blindsided. The trailers are showing John Boyega having the lightsaber and everything.
It's a purpose misdirect.
Purpose
I love it.
misdirect, and Rey is the Jedi.
Yes,
And I
it was so
fucking
badass.
love it.
Rey is my favorite character.
That's why I think Rey is Luke's kid.
I'm sure that's gonna happen.
well,
Rey
okay,
is
I'm
Luke's
100% sure on that. Like, that's where everyone's mind's going right now.
Yeah.
It's like, our family left her, blah, 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 whatever. At the same time, like, why would he do that? Maybe to protect her. We don't know his intentions. But why else would that specific lightsaber be calling out to her?
Right.
You know, like, if that's not a family thing, I mean, maybe it's just because she has the Force naturally.
That
but
shit
like,
caught me off guard. Like when she went down there and
And it was,
all
like,
that started
screaming.
happening, I'm
The
like,
freaking flashback.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like what? That really wasn't a flashback. It's more of a
Yeah,
it was.
well,
So
it
it
was.
was.
Some of it was like a Premonition, even.
That's where the hand of Luke Skywalker.
Okay, actually,
Commercial.
something I just realized is there's a tiny bit of a flashback from Episode 3.
Yeah, there is.
And so, like, that means that there has to be, like, some sort of family
at the
connection,
beginning of
because,
it, you
like,
can hear Darth Vader.
Yeah.
You can hear his breathing.
But Luke
in it, too.
Skywalker's... Oh, no, because it's Anakin's.
It's Anakin's lightsaber.
It's Anakin's lightsaber
Yeah.
originally.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, so...
But you know what's weird? I have it. I have the toy version.
Yeah.
What she held was Darth Vader's red saber. What that hilt was the red saber, is it not?
No.
It looks
It's
like...
the blue
It's
lightsaber.
going to look similar because, like, he probably designed
It's
it
the
to look
blue-
similar, but, like, it's the blue one.
It's
yeah.
the blue lightsaber that...
No, I saw the blue
Yeah,
one,
it's
but
passed down to
the
blue.
actual hilt looks more like the Darth Vader.
That's
Can we
weird.
bring
Yeah,
it
yeah.
up?
Let me go grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it.
This is the one that Rey holds. This one right here.
No, it's not.
No,
Well, not
this
his.
is
the
the
green
one.
one.
That's the one that she holds.
Absolutely,
but
but
yes.
it's exactly
But
the
it
same.
looks-
It's just that this is smaller, like
Right
more
on.
sleeker, and
Okay.
silver.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so there we go.
Those are so sweet. I want to play with those later.
That threw me off because I don't think I've seen the blue. I never give a shit about the blue one. Sorry.
I
Um,
love the
but
blue one.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like the
did
green
not.
one
The
myself.
green, the green hilt just didn't do it for me.
I like it.
Also, blue's my favorite color.
Green's my favorite color.
Okay, that makes sense.
What else did you guys like? Can we talk about
Everything.
Snoke
Go,
for a second?
Yeah. Okay. Can we confirm that he's the same race as Plagueis?
No, he's not.
Oh, you sure?
Yes.
He's 30 feet tall.
Look, no, he's
No,
not.
that was just a.
He was
like a
freaking-
projection.
I mean, obviously it was, but
Looks
like,
like a
how?
Tupac.
Why is it going to be that big if it's not like it has a throne?
Because
so like, if he
that's
comes
why-
to visit,
no.
he's going to sit there.
No.
And be like,
Here's the thing. They were in the... this is making me mad. Okay? Here... he
Keep going.
had a huge throne room. Like,
yeah.
he's not actually that big. They
It's
just
like
made
seeing it in IMAX where their faces are this big.
It's just like to do it. It's just like for effect. But here's what Darth Plagueis looks like.
That's
okay?
really still not very
Yeah.
far off from what we saw.
I mean, his face is more humanoid, but
It's
for-
immune. That's the species. Thank you.
he's immune to disease
But
because
really,
he has no nose. He can't sneeze.
because none of this is really that much canon, anyways.
It's not canon at all. I mean,
no,
Plagueis-
Plagueis is canon. This is released
I
as
know.
canon. Okay.
that's Snoke. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like him at all.
no, it's
does
not
it?
the same race.
It's not the same race.
He's got a
But
smaller face.
Here's the thing.
Same
Does
forehead.
it say that he's 30 feet tall in there?
No, he's not 30 feet freaking tall.
God, I want him to be 30 feet tall.
He's not 30 feet tall.
Why?
Because
That giant throne.
how stupid would Luke look fighting a 30 feet tall?
It looked like the Ghostbusters fight the
It
Stay
would
Puft
look
Marshmallow
really
Man. It'd be
stupid.
awesome.
David-
David
look
and
really
Goliath,
stupid.
man. Although that was like a farce, and apparently he's only 6'5" or something.
I like Snoke a lot.
Yeah.
Andy Serkis is phenomenal.
I don't really have an opinion on him yet because
Yeah,
you
'cause he
just
has
seen
a-
him a couple
I
times
know.
for a few
But
minutes.
like
really
just
done
like
anything
his
yet.
presence and like his
He gave you
sounds
gifts.
and like, huh? How'd you feel about Hux?
Which one was Hux?
He was the general,
Is that Ron Weasley?
not Ron Weasley, but it's
The Horcrux? What?
yes, the Horcrux.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, General Hux. He was
It's
the
an
guy
abbreviation.
that was
Oh, the ginger guy.
yes,
Yeah.
the ginger guy.
That was the.
he was,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's good.
He's a good
yeah.
He was believable. He was believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's so weird to see somebody opposing the main Sith guy. Or
Well,
not
no,
Sith,
no,
but
no.
the main
And
Force
he's.
guy.
I feel like he's not that high up in the ranks because he's still like in training. Because if you heard,
No,
Kylo
but
Ren,
he's
is
like,
that-
yeah,
yeah. You're right.
but he's like the general. He's the general, and then Kylo Ren is the Sith, and then Snoke is supreme leader. You know, but like
Ren.
and
They're
What
like
they
battling for attention from Dad.
yes,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
so cool.
Crazy.
It's so cool. I love that.
It's
And,
not anything. There is a lot of things about this movie that are absolute. Like Star Wars has their pattern of how they set this shit up and how they execute it, and this particular movie follows that to a T until you get to that, which is like. But like it's super fun to see them throw a big wrench into their story writing
Yeah.
template, if you will.
Honestly, my biggest surprise was Poe Dameron. I really
yeah.
fucking liked Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron.
Yeah,
I did too.
I did not realize originally that I just saw one of his
Ex
other
Machina.
movies.
Lewis
Fucking
Davis.
wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Ex
Holy
Machina.
shit.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm gonna find
he's a
that
fucking
movie
asshole.
and buy it.
It's so good.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, because it took
doesn't
me a
look like
while. It's the same guy from Llewyn Davis. Have you seen that?
No.
Unbelievable, super depressing musician movie.
Oh well.
good. Fun
Super
fact,
good, though.
I think. Yeah, Domhnall Gleeson, the main dude in Ex Machina.
The redhead.
That's the redhead.
Oh God!
Way.
Yeah.
Wow!
Yep.
they just rated this great
Yes, they
movie
did.
for their holy
That's
shit.
him.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And
So awesome.
Also, there's more than a couple people from Game of Thrones in Force Awakens.
Phasma.
Yeah, Phasma.
Well, yeah, but you
but
don't
there's
see her
more than
fucking
just.
face.
That's what I'm about to get into here.
Yeah, I think she is the Boba Fett of
Yes.
the
But,
new.
Oscar Isaac was one of my biggest surprises about the movie. I loved him. His role in it.
Yeah, Poe.
Poe
Right.
Dameron.
Yeah,
He
Poe
was super
surprised me about that. I had him pegged for Han Son because duh, but it's kind of stupid because it's way too obvious.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a good pilot. Well, okay.
I didn't really know about him other than the action figure that I saw of him. And the action figure for the Black series they did, like the regular version. He looks drunk and his eyes don't go right. So I'm like, who's this drunk this fighter pilot here? I don't know. Whatever. But no, he was super rad.
As soon as he wasn't in there and his jacket was just conveniently draped over, I was like, drink the neck out of that, please. I was like, yeah, he's alive. He's definitely gonna be alive. I've seen his X-wing toy. I know he's alive.
Right. The
Yeah.
Black X-Wing.
Yeah, that
I
was
love
tight.
it.
Black leader.
Here's another thing that I really liked about it was the humor. So
Yes.
good. It made me laugh.
You talk first? Do I talk first?
Yeah, right.
It
And
was
Kylo
really
Ren is
good.
surprisingly funny. Like
A little bit.
he brings up maybe Snoke should lead us a clone army, talking about to Hux, and he's like, I'm just like, fuck, man.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't laugh at that. I was just like,
But it's funny,
Oh.
like, because he's like making fun of his stormtroopers. Like,
Yeah, he definitely is.
yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like, maybe Hux should, or maybe Snoke should have a clone
but then
army.
he fights one of them with a lightsaber.
I know.
So obviously they're pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that one.
I was about to. That's another thing. Stormtroopers can actually shoot in this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
that
they're
is something
fucking
I
the guy
noticed.
from 007.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can
Yeah, I was
shoot.
going to bring that up too.
Daniel Craig
Daniel
is one of
Craig
the
is a
stormtroopers.
stormtrooper.
That's so amazing.
He's the one. Listen, he's the one that got
Mind
mind tricked by Rey. Yeah. I went in and listened, and it's Daniel Craig. And he. Here's what happened. Apparently, Spectre was being shot at the same time as The Force Awakens in London, right next to each other. So Daniel Craig was like, "Hey, can I come and shoot in your movie?"
I will drop my gun.
I would. It's so good.
That was so freaking
The humor
amazing.
in it is perfect. It's like, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna fart here, you know, Jar Jar.
What movie was
Wow.
that was Jar Jar. Okay.
Yeah, that was really.
I didn't
That is
realize that.
that's
a
verbatim
really
line
bad-
from episode 1.
Apparently.
Misa gonna fart here.
Yeah.
Oh, Misa, what the fuck?
It's going
Okay.
to smell a bomb bad.
This is
That's like Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Yeah, Jar Jar.
okay. So I put out this tweet the other night.
I released this tweet.
I was sitting next to these two guys in the movie theater in Star Wars opening night, and we were talking. Somehow, me and my friend were talking about Jar Jar, and they were listening, and they were
How
like,
would anybody talk about
I don't know.
Jar Jar?
We something brought it up, but we were talking about Jar Jar, and they were like, "I'm so stoked to see him in this movie." And I'm like, I literally looked next to him. I was like, "He's not going to be in the movie," and he's like, "Yeah, he is." I'm like, "Okay, well, listen
He's
for
a
a
main
second."
chef.
I'm like, "Listen to this."
that's what I said.
I'm like, Kathleen Kennedy, who is the lead over at Star Wars and Lucasfilm. Kathleen Kennedy. I hate you so much.
Okay. Oh, before you get into this, I want to tell a joke. It's not a joke. The guy who came in and said the stupid thing about the chipmunks, he was like, "Okay, and when you guys leave here, promise me no spoilers. Like, at least get out of the lobby before you start talking about the movie." And we're like, "Great." And I was like, "Okay, so not spoiler. I'm gonna walk out and be like, I can't believe they put Jar Jar in this movie." But I didn't because I'm not an asshole.
Good
Dude,
for
some
you.
guy got beaten for that shit.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Deserved it.
Yeah,
Totally.
agree.
I got it.
Years for
I don't
this.
know about you guys, but I got it spoiled for me the night before.
No.
Wait,
I know.
tell us about
Oh my
that.
God.
Actually, no, tell the Jar Jar thing first.
Okay, Jar Jar. I was sitting next to these two guys, and he keeps putting his hand on my ass.
The guy next to you keeps putting your hand on my ass.
They both do. Anyway,
This is
Anyway,
gonna be atrocious. I apologize.
this guy next to me was.
He's actually 10 foot tall. Who'd have thought?
He's 30 feet tall.
I'm Snoke. I'm Plagius.
The Picasso.
The plage. He's got the plage.
He's sucking the equipment.
Shoes.
Oh.
All right, come on.
You keep stopping me.
Stop.
Okay, so this guy was sitting next to me, and I'm like, he's not going to be in the movie. Kathleen Kennedy, who's the head over at Lucasfilm, came out and said, there's no Jar Jar and there's no Ewoks in the movie. He was like,
No Shih Tzus?
no Shih Tzus.
Motherfuckers.
And he came out, and he was like, shut
A
up.
zoo full of poo.
This is why these take 4 hours.
Sorry. Reset.
And he was like, oh, well, I guess we'll see. Literally, the dude next to me said that.
He was serious, or he was
100%
he was pulling
serious.
your leg to make his friend laugh?
No, he was 100% serious that
thing-
he thought Jar Jar was going to be in the movie.
Does he not in that?
He said, he was like, it's not a Star Wars movie if there's not Jar Jar.
Was it Steve?
Somebody burned him at the stake?
Quote unquote.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, this guy...
After the movie, he was like, sucked.
No.
God.
This guy literally sounded like Matthew McConaughey.
Oh,
No, and he literally...
Ja.
Holy dick.
This whole time, even whenever not the funny parts, he would be like...
Oh, so he's Peter Griffin too.
Is he like slow jack?
No, but like, that's just... I guess that's how, like, he breathed or something.
He just breathes like that.
He breathe laughs.
But like,
Breathes.
but like, every time he laughed, he sounded like he was laughing. All right. Like that's how he laughed.
All right.
No, it was like, all right.
That's horrible. I hope he listens to this. And we apologize. We love you.
What other? What you wanted me to talk about the spoiler?
Yeah.
let's talk about
How did it get spoiled for you? And screw that person.
She's a friend.
Apparently not.
Yeah. It's not a good friend.
She apparently
Excuse me, Mara?
she saw on Facebook some dude posted on Facebook was like, Opie's death got spoiled for me, so fuck you guys, Han dies. And he posted that on Facebook, and
Opie?
she shared it. Opie from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, who
Spoiler
cares?
alert. Spoiler alert.
Who
by the way.
cares? I don't care about motorcycles.
Oh, spoiler now. He opens a whole fucking segment with it.
Yeah.
But no.
Anyway,
he dies.
she shared that and then posted on Twitter, and that's how I saw it. Or the tweet said,
You knew it was going to happen anyway.
No,
I thought you were going to.
here's the thing.
I thought the spoiler was
No.
that it was.
Here's the
Kylo
thing.
Ren's
Here's the
son.
thing. Here's what her tweet said. Kylo is Han's son and kills him. That's all the tweet said. No, nothing like spoiler alert or nothing. It just said Kylo is Han's son and kills him. And I texted her. I was like, "Do you fucking realize
You
what
drove
you
to her
just
house
did?"
and you punched her.
She lives in
vagina.
Arizona or something.
She doesn't sound like you should be friends with her, bud.
Yeah.
No, like
She lives in the T state or something.
I'll explain to you later. But like, she's a nice girl, and she
No, she's
realized.
not.
Really not.
No, she's
I
not.
went off on her. Trust me, I went off on her, and
She
I was
ruined
like,
your life for
Yeah.
2015.
I was
ruined
like,
my life.
I was like, listen, I've been waiting
you're
for this
right.
movie basically all my life, and for the past 3
That's
years.
a little dramatic.
Well, like for the
He's
past.
only 10.
I know.
I know. He's not drinking booze. Cameras.
Shh, we're gonna edit that part out.
I hate you.
They're root beers.
It's not the joke; it's how he laughs.
That's not how I laugh.
I know. I couldn't do it.
I have a lot of different laughs.
Anyway,
I'm trying not to be loud because I know your kid is asleep.
Oh, it's not my kid. It's the meatball over here.
anyway,
It's okay. I'm sorry. You're laughing quietly because you're going. And then he goes. And you go.
If we do this at a time when people aren't sleeping, you'll hear the loud one if you're funny.
we're still recording. This is
Are you
fantastic.
crying?
No.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. You smell nice. Something smells nice.
It's
Probably
me.
me.
Do you not like being hugged?
Just touched above the
Let's
waist.
go back to the Force Awakens.
You want me to be touching you there?
JK, gosh.
Okay.
What else did you guys like about the movie? Before we get into
All of
the
it,
bad
just
stuff?
everything other than Carrie Fisher's voice.
I like how Snoke is 30 feet tall. Okay, every time I thought of Snoke, I was like, Professor Snoke.
Who the fuck is that?
Professor Snape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this doesn't look like him.
I was thinking, Snoop?
Snope.
Yeah, Snopes.
Snopes? Yeah. No time, that's all I got.
LOL.
I really liked Mas Kanata.
I can't remember her name.
She's
I
tight.
liked her too.
Yeah,
Like
you
the-
said that.
Yeah,
She's
the
cool.
I see your eyes.
Yes, and like I want to know more about her,
I do
her
too.
character, and like why she has Luke's sky saber, lightsaber,
Which she says in the movie, that'll have to be explained for another time.
which is great. I
I know.
can't wait to hear the story.
I love watching his hair go everywhere when he did that.
I don't. I wish it just stayed one place, but I guess it wouldn't be as funny.
We're getting very off topic tonight.
It's all Star Wars. Hair.
I know.
They have hair.
Is there any other characters that you guys liked?
Chewbacca's just bald.
I love Chewie in this movie.
I did
Dude,
too.
he got so bummed out. He's so
He
bummed
shot
out.
Kylo.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he
fuck
just
you.
straight
Dude,
shot
I
him.
love that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I don't remember him ever shooting like anything significant.
Right,
in
he
any
just
of
had the cool
movies.
gun.
Yeah, exactly. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, it's a crossbow. Like, what's the actual?
I love that Han's
Whatever.
like, I like this thing.
Yeah, no, he's like, oh wow. Well, I've never done this before.
Right.
It's taken me what 50 years.
Yeah.
Any Hoosers, I like how the Millennium Falcon was introduced. Falcon.
That piece of garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, what about that shit? It's like, no, that's a hunk of junk. And then next year, I'm like, oh,
That part, everyone was like, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, absolutely. That's
loved
like
it.
the most significant thing.
This
Yeah.
movie, like the entire time, everything, something like every, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, cold chills just up and down. Like,
I know,
Yeah.
right?
like having trouble processing things because I need to see it again,
Freaking
or I'm not as emotional, but I probably
Okay.
still will be.
every time that Kylo's lightsaber came on, and it was like, I was like,
I'll just tell you something about the shitty seats that we were in, right? And the shitty theater that we were in, you know. So they went down to widescreen with their little.
yeah.
So
Oh. I forgot about that.
that's where we're at here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody was turning
Yeah.
it like
Making the noise with his mouth, he was like,
So then the subs are
this is a
getting in
machine.
the entire trailer like segment. So the subs are right under the screen.
Yeah.
So like the lightsaber's on. I'm like, sounds like it's pretty badass.
That
It doesn't
sucks.
sound badass, but the rattling tells me that it's badass.
You know what I didn't like? That Darth Vader's mask was infused with his skull.
No, it wasn't. You couldn't see any bone.
It was ridiculous.
You couldn't see any bone.
But like he took off his mask before he died.
Yeah.
So why was his mask infused with his face?
I don't think that there was any bone in there. I think they're just calling it the.
But
the-
why?
Because what I'm wondering is how he got a hold of it. If it was like a scavenger picked it up, or if it was passed down from like.
I
it was a
think
gift
it's
from,
like
Leia or
he's
something.
killing people to find everything they can. Because like he wanted
Yeah.
the lightsaber at the end.
But
you know.
what if that was like the thing that started his thing? Is like, oh, my grandfather was Darth Vader.
Damn it! You guys were talking about this while I was peeing.
Yeah.
The
Okay. So
worst.
let's.
I
Because
figured this out.
you did. I want to hear about it because I don't think there are
Yes.
bones.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have seen a video of instead of using a Yuletide log,
I saw that today.
you
It's
can use the Darth Vader
burning.
burning, and he has the helmet on.
But what if that's not his body in there?
They burned him with the helmet. They put the helmet back on, and they burned him at the end of the movie.
That makes sense.
I just didn't remember that.
That
Me
makes
neither.
sense.
Until the Yuletide log thing.
That makes
I was
sense.
like, holy shit. Okay,
But
so I just
why?
looped the
But
scene.
who would have
so
grabbed his
here-
head?
Anybody that wants to say you
But,
have
like,
bounty
why?
they have bounty hunters everywhere selling
It's from-
stupid Han Solo
Probably
with the
like
stupid
out of the
blaster.
ashes because like all that stuff's not gonna melt. It's gonna take forever to melt
It's
that.
Darth
Okay,
Vader's
well,
head.
now-
Yeah, would you buy
But
Obama's
now,
skull?
yes.
Yes,
But like now,
anybody would.
I
but here,
probably
right
wouldn't.
now, I want to know who took Darth Vader's head. Like,
No.
they better release a comic or something. Like,
Yeah, like I don't think it was
Darth
like
Vader.
Luke and
In
Leia being like,
2022,
"It's for a souvenir."
there's going to be like a shitty offshoot movie that's really ploying for the likes, so they get that's the backstory of
why are you so
2020.
hateful on the anthology movies?
Because they don't usually wind up good.
Rogue One is going to be sick.
It'll be cool. The
Isn't it
first like
done?
5 or 6 will be
It's
tight.
shooting right now.
Oh, I thought
It comes out in December.
doesn't 8 start shooting in January?
Yeah, but 8 is shooting right now. We're in a time period where 7 is in the movie theater right now. Rogue One is shooting right now, and 8 starts shooting in January. How f***ing insane
They
is
should have
that?
already been shooting. They have continuity to keep up with, and they have old actors that are getting older by the minute.
That's true.
You have to film that shit all in one time frame, or otherwise they're going to look way different.
I mean,
Have
thing
you
to get in
thought
shape.
about what would
Han
happen
won't.
if, like, Luke died? Like, if, like, Mark Hamill died?
Everyone
It's
in
a
the
real thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because, like, I mean, Paul Walker died.
I don't
like,
want to think about that.
But, like, could you imagine, like, what they would have to do? Like, they would have to do a lot of shit to, like...
It's not like when John...
Krasinski?
No.
He's alive.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
the dude
Yes.
from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen the last one. How did they do that?
It's good.
Was he
It's
still
good.
in it?
He was
Yeah,
in
he was
about
in
half of it.
No, he was in
How?
about 3/4 of it.
Yeah, really about
Because CG or-
Spoiler alert, if you're still watching and then...
If you haven't seen Star Wars,
I
who
don't
cares?
care. After she shoots the arrow at what's-her-face...
Yeah,
I've
he's
seen
not
this.
in it anymore.
He's not in it after that point.
All right, Star Wars. Is there
Is there anything else that you guys like before we get into the stuff we don't like?
What is
Yeah,
there?
there's
Okay,
not a
like,
lot that I didn't
Yeah,
like.
everything is great.
I'm just trying to think.
Everything is
Okay,
awesome.
well, no, that's a not like.
BB-8. Holy shit!
Freaking
Yeah.
love BB-8.
I like him more than R2 at this point. Honestly,
It's because of generation.
I know, but like,
Really, though, that is
Yeah.
this generation.
but like, I grew up
R2D2.
with R2 in the prequels too.
No.
I know, but still, I'm saying.
I mean,
like,
it's still the same R2, but it's just
It's
like,
not. It's like way
it's
more
like-
bad. It's like he put on a Rambo thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I fly now. Like that's
Yeah.
stupid.
I know.
Well, but it's also like, why can't he fly now?
Because it's a good movie.
He's old. Yeah. He's got his like cane, his walker.
They did the thing with him. It was
Yeah,
cool.
no, I
freaking-
love that he's in it.
the
I love
freaking
that, like,
thumbs up part of
That was-
BB-8 is
yeah,
so
that was
good.
amazing.
Yes,
and
so
I
good.
love like he's great like comedic relief. I love it. He's just like
Yeah,
Yeah, really, he's
Yeah.
super. He just
super good.
he did it like enough times that it was hilarious.
yeah.
It was so good. It was well timed. I love
Yeah.
that Bill Hader and
There's another dude. Yeah,
yeah, I know he's in Parks and Rec. Ben Schwartz, I think is his name. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's
they
a
did a bunch
hilarious
of
guy.
sounds made into an
Yeah.
iPad. Super cool.
Yeah, very cool.
But I love BB-8.
And you can't tell. Like
No,
there's,
no.
I felt like he said one word, and it was like a kind of like a woo, but like it was a word. I don't remember what it was, but I remember being like, "You just said something."
and it's a practical effect.
Yeah,
he's
which is
not fake.
Yeah, that's a magnet.
You could buy it this big
Yeah,
for $150.
I mean, I want a bigger one,
Yeah,
but like,
that's a
I
cool.
have one
thing.
in my car. Not the app-enabled one, but
Oh.
just the cheaper one.
it's cool though.
Remote
It's still
control
cool. I fell in love with him. I like that they kind of. I love the humor between John Boyega and
Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley. Yeah,
Me too.
I think it's awesome. I like that he's like. So you have a cute boyfriend or something, or
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a mutual love interest. Which
yeah,
is cool.
I like that they didn't harp on it too much in this
Oh, yeah,
movie
for sure.
because it's not about that.
No,
and
not
it's
at all.
not. It's not some like we don't need a love story to get interested in something like this.
He's
That's
just
a-
super in love with her because he's been raised in
Yeah.
this.
I
these
loved.
dudes,
Here's the thing.
He
I
doesn't know
love
what
that,
emotion is. He's just like, whoa,
I love the thing that like
a badass girl.
everyone beforehand was like, "Oh, he's gonna be Lando or Mace Windu's son." No,
No,
don't be
no, and like I was like,
stereotype.
okay, so how does he relate to Luke and Leia? Like, did they
doesn't
adopt him?
at all.
And yeah, no, and like, cause that was
He
the
was taken from his family as
That
a
was-
kid to be raised to be a
yes.
stormtrooper,
like
which is
Master
good.
Chief. No, that,
perfect.
that was the good. That was the good storytelling, the good advertising.
That was super
like,
cool too. Like I loved seeing a stormtrooper like rebel from
Yes.
the first order.
Yeah, like because obviously it's kind of like cluing you into like they're not clones anymore.
Yeah.
They can think for themselves. They're people, but they were indoctrinated.
Yeah.
And
and then,
drafted more or less. Yeah.
yeah, and well, they're abducted.
Yeah.
it seems
yeah.
like.
Way,
yeah.
way worse.
And I think it's super cool that
Holy shit! I'm sorry to interrupt. In the flashback, not the flashback, but like the Force flashback, whatever it is.
yeah, This is grabbing the lightsaber.
When she... do you remember the part where it shows the kid screaming, like, with people holding her, and she's like, no, no. Did you see the ship that was flying away?
Yeah, I don't remember it, though.
The ship...
It was like a...
That the Millennium Falcon gets abducted onto, when Han and Chewie looks up, it looks a lot familiar to that. And I think... Here's what happened, I think. Luke, when Kylo Ren went against Luke...
He sends his daughter off because he can't handle it.
He sends his daughter off to Han Solo to drop her off. But here's the thing. Han Solo, she was just a kid. So, like, he doesn't know. It's just some girl, you know? I don't know.
I disagree. Because I think Han Solo had no idea that the Millennium Falcon was there. So, like, why would he drop her off on purpose on Jakku? Or Jakku or whatever.
That's true, but, like... Here's the thing. I don't think that the Millennium Falcon has anything to do with that.
You think he's lost it by that time? And he's just
he had lost it by that time, so he's just like, take this girl to Jakku.
But, like, she said it was her family that left her specifically.
I know, but, like, maybe that was just something that she got told.
Another misdirect?
I don't know. I don't know.
They really didn't elaborate enough.
No, they didn't.
They will get into it.
They will get into it.
That's a part of the
point of the movie is to, like,
they really buried so much backstory with making you love these characters, and then they're like, okay, so here's regular Star Wars you like, so mix it up with this.
Yeah.
And they did a very good job.
I agree. Here's the thing I'm worried about is that J.J. Abrams is not going to be directing the rest of these movies or co-writing.
But he is overseeing what's being done. Yes.
Thank God.
He's overseeing.
Why isn't he given more control?
I think he's going to be a producer.
Okay, so he's going to be like the director is doing this thing, he's like,
but, like, I trust Colin Trevorrow, which is doing Episode 8. He directed Jurassic World.
Oh, okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
No,
I'm okay with it. And then Ryan Johnson is doing Episode 9.
Isn't he the drummer for All Time Low?
Kill me. God damn it.
Is that not his name?
Here.
I am dizzy as shoes.
Ryan Johnson, director, Breaking Bad, and Looper. Those are his only...
I didn't watch Looper. How was that?
I loved Looper.
Really?
Yeah, because I love time travel stuff, and especially when it's over and over and over again. There's like...
See, but here's the thing.
But if you liked it, like,
there's
that's
so many
all
disconnects.
I fucking trust Lucasfilm so much. Like, they can't fuck this up. You realize they can't fuck this up.
Lucasfilm or Marvel and Disney?
Lucasfilm.
They're Disney.
And Disney.
They're Disney.
No, but Disney.
Okay.
What I'm saying
Not
is
George
Kathleen
Lucas.
Kennedy. No.
All right.
George Lucas has nothing to do with Lucasfilm.
Obviously, no, he's not happy with this.
Lucasfilm logo showed up before the movie. You know that, right?
Right. Because they bought that.
But
I heard
I'm
that
saying...
he watched the movie, he's like, okay, it's good.
Yeah. He
People
said
will
that
like
the fans will love this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because the fans hated the prequels.
Right.
Let's get into stuff we don't like. You go first, Ryan.
I'm said it 100 times. God damn it, Carrie Fisher, for ruining your life, doing drugs, and talking like...
Was it drugs? I thought it was all alcohol.
Anything she did...
We're in it.
Carrie Fisher, she does all the things. She throws glitter on her fans and kisses them and shit. She talks like somebody who's smoked for 15 years.
I think that what I will say in her defense is that she pulled it off a lot better than I originally thought she would.
She did. If you see the roasts of if you see anything she's been in for a while, it's pretty haggard. So she talks really shitty.
Yeah.
It's piss poor. It's not the movie's fault. It's not anything but her just being a shitty old lady. They did a fantastic makeup job on her because, let's be honest, I've seen her recently and she does not look that good. Same, just all of them.
Honestly, my least favorite thing is that the one person that's been pushed so fucking hard in marketing was in 3 scenes in the entire movie.
God, you're
Captain Phasma.
It's Boba Fett, dog.
Yeah,
it's
Boba Fett of this movie.
I know, but she had literally
that's
4 lines,
Fett.
4 lines in the entire movie.
Yeah.
And,
They set that
here's the
up.
thing.
He was 20 minutes in the original.
She looks so badass, and she's such a good actress, and they show her in 3 scenes in the entire movie, and she gets thrown in a trash compactor, and they don't even show it.
Well, yeah.
What?
They don't.
Yeah, well,
he
because
was
Han's like, does this ship have a trash something?
and he's like,
trash
oh,
compactor?
yeah, there is.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But they
know.
didn't confirm it.
I know.
No, they
but
didn't
like,
show anything,
I'm
so-
assuming they.
So I pit.
Yeah, hopefully she's still alive. Hopefully that's canon.
She's a
Whatever.
no. They came out and said, spoiler alert, if you're still listening at this point and haven't, I'm sorry. They said that she's coming back. For
Good,
episode.
okay.
She has a bigger role. In
They
this,
said
yeah.
actually,
Thank
I
God.
read an
Thank
article
God.
today saying that pretty much everybody is coming back.
Cool.
Except for Han.
yeah.
I'm
There
actually.
was-
That was
You know what
cold
makes me so
blooded.
happy that Kylo Ren wasn't killed because I thought he was gonna die.
I'm so glad he's not Darth Maul.
Me too. And but here's
I
the
wanna
thing.
have spider
Here's the
legs.
thing. If he would have died, I would have been okay with it. because
No,
I mean,
his
I
character
want
did not progress
Here's
enough.
the thing. I want him to come back, but I would have been like, okay, I understand. He had
Then it would have
quite
been
a
just
bit.
episode 1. Like I would have
I
been
know,
like,
but
oh,
like,
come on, it's a
but
badass. He
Kylo
killed
Ren
Joshua.
had more of an impact than Darth Maul did in the first one.
Yeah, he's on screen.
That's why
more.
they can't
He's
kill
on
him.
screen more.
But
I know.
no,
but
they have to further his character.
Can I tell you my theory?
You can.
Oh.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Oh.
The next episode is going to be about Snoke training Kylo and
Yeah.
Luke training Rey.
It's gonna be Rocky 4.
And then episode
Say it, dude.
episode 8 is going to be f***ing Luke versus Snoke. And f***ing there's going to be a huge climax
You're right.
between Rey and Kylo.
It'll be silly watching him fight a 30-foot tall person.
Yes, it will. Connor, what did you not like about episode 7?
Jar Jar wasn't in it.
That's why you don't ask him questions.
I know.
No. What did I not like about it? I think it was a little too easy to assume, like, right out of the gate, as soon as Poe is thrown out of the thingy. The thing.
The TIE Fighter.
Thank you. God, alcohol is a bad.
I would have
thing.
been really mad if he would have been killed that
Well,
fast.
I knew he
You
was.
already saw him like hugging Finn. Like,
Yeah,
at some
like you
point.
knew
yeah.
he wasn't.
knew.
Like,
Like,
so
yeah,
the
that's
trailer,
true.
trailer brain, but like
True.
assuming that no one has seen the trailer, you're just kind of like, that was a sweet character, and he was immediately killed off. Whatever. The other thing, okay, the one thing I don't like. Well, okay, I actually have faith that they're going to elaborate on this. The guy in the beginning, we don't know a bunch about him. He has.
The old
He was
guy.
killed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super killed super fast.
And that sucks, is he seemed like a really awesome,
Because he
interesting
was like,
character.
I've known about. He's gonna be. You know what's gonna happen with him?
He's going to be a ghost. He's going to be
no,
a Jedi.
he's gonna be
previously.
explained in the books and in the comics and stuff. You're gonna have to learn about
or
him
Rogue One,
or Rogue
Yeah.
One. It's
Well,
because it's
but
Max von
He'll be
Sydow.
like super young then in Rogue One.
obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, totally.
Look, they've done the Marvel universe well. They're gonna do the Star
Oh,
Wars
no, they are.
just with this and then some.
They are,
Well,
and that's why I don't have a whole lot of gripes with this movie.
Here's-
I'm super stoked about most of it.
Yeah.
Here's one thing. When that freaking squid monster thing, it looked totally fake.
That's
Oh.
that's.
That
I
one-
almost said it earlier.
That scene took
The
me out
only
of it.
thing that looked super CGI was,
like-
the squid guys.
I don't care about this scene at all. And the two gangs or whatever, the red dudes looked all right. They're kind
You
of
know
cool
what
looking.
sucks? They're super Deadpool-y looking.
They are.
So they released the action figures whatever day.
The
poster.
Gavarian Death Gang or something is what they're called.
I don't
Yeah.
remember this. What is this? Explain it.
They after they meet Han Solo and Chewie.
And,
They,
then,
they
and
come-
then there's those two guys that are like, ooh, we're
the
tough
two
guys.
gangs.
This guy and this guy, yeah,
and
yeah.
Han's like, no, I didn't you over.
That's
yes,
really
you
funny.
did. We're gonna kill you.
And he's talking trash about the other guy.
And then
walks in.
Rey lets out the monsters.
Yeah, the Ravagers or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Start with the Honor. It's not far from Rancor, but it's like Rathor or something
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
Actually, yeah.
But yeah, they release these figures for the red guy, and so she bought it thinking that this guy looks like Deadpool and he's super cool and everybody wants him, so we'll get this guy. I've not seen him since, by the way. Who cares about that guy? That guy sucks.
they literally all died.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
Who cares? What a shit character
And
to put
that-
an action figure out.
Well, they're gonna make action figures about everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
got
they have
That
the
scene,
merchandise.
that one scene is one of the only scenes that took me out of the movie.
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't care about this scene, even though Han Solo and Chewie's in it. I just don't care.
Yeah, I feel
I feel like it was supposed to give it context of okay, they're still active, they can still
They're
fight.
still
They're still
shitty bounty
the
hunter.
smuggler.
Yes,
and,
yeah. And I liked that there was a scope of like he is on this giant freighter ship, and he's like that's how he's continuing without Leia. It's like he went back to what he was good at, which was smuggling and stuff. I like that they give him that level backstory and they don't like leave it out. Yeah. Because if they leave that out, it's just kind of like okay, so he has this giant ship that we know nothing about, and he just takes this Millennium Falcon, just goes off. Yeah. And like, okay, so why did he have that giant ship? So that's like the purpose of that.
Yeah. Here's another thing. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I could tell when they cut things, and there are certain things in the trailers that aren't in the movie. Like, I could tell.
Him lighting the lightsaber. In the snow. That wasn't in there. Backward. No, like because like the stance, the badass.
Him walking up in the snow and then going.
That was not. No,
it wasn't.
What I saw.
No, it wasn't because it just shows Rey and Finn walking up to him already up there,
and then he already has the lightsaber lit.
All right,
but like, there's a couple of things I noticed that were like I really want to see that director's cut if they're going to do that because there was a lot of things that were taken out. I think.
Yeah.
Like, I love that scene in the trailer where Phasma's walking like with the gun and she's like kind of like strutting or whatever, and that was in the movie.
I don't remember that.
That's right when I said Wookiee, Chewbacca tackles her, like, right there. And I had no clue that was coming. Because, like, in the trailer, it literally shows her looking like a badass, like, walking like this. And, like,
I love that you can't... I love that there's no, like, I'm a woman, so this has breastplates. Like,
right?
So many people are upset about it.
I know. Like, no, that's cool.
That's how armor works.
Yeah, and there are other women in the Stormtrooper outfits... Like, just who are women, and you can't tell.
I don't know if you saw this or not, but there's, like, a meme, like, going around on Facebook or not. It was, like, a comment on a Star Wars Facebook post about Phasma, and someone was like, you can't tell this as a girl. And Star Wars commented back and was like, because armor is supposed to protect you, not be sexy. Or something. And I was like, that's awesome, man. And, I don't know, man. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to, like, dislike, you know?
No, I dislike not being able to watch it right now.
Bad. Anyway, I completely forgot to say this earlier, but one of my favorite part of the movie is the lightsaber battle.
Which one?
Both. Like, just the scene in general. Like, John Boyega getting his ass handed to him.
Dude.
And here's the thing is everyone's like, how can Rey hold herself against Kylo Ren? She's hurt.
Well, okay, she's hurt, and she clearly has a very strong Force connection.
Yes,
even if she's never had, like, she's had that staff, so she knows how to handle a weapon, which is not necessarily a weapon; it's also a tool. Which is not a lightsaber, confirmed from Star Wars, like the actors, whatever.
It's not
at all. I'm kind of disappointed. But, because she has such a strong connection to the Force automatically, I feel like she already can, like, she can handle herself, especially if he's injured. I was going to say something, and I forgot it because I'm drunk.
The whole lightsaber scene isn't a dance-off, you know, like the prequels, you know.
It's like two old men circling lightsabers.
It's very
real.
Yeah.
I saw some of these.
Yeah,
I'm just trying some jab.
And that's what if you had a lightsaber realistic, you'd be like, oh, like that's the thing.
You're just trying to kill somebody with it.
Exactly.
It literally looks like they're putting everything into every.
I love that the hilt, like the whatever
stabbing.
Yeah, he was like that was so sweet.
And I loved it whenever when she was hanging off the edge of the thing, and they were like holding them against each other, and you could hear like the crackling.
Yes, and it was like it sounded like fire and like snow was bouncing off.
Yeah, and then like the everything goes quiet because she's like she hears the Force or whatever. Because
she just hears the Force.
What? No, because he's like.
I am the Force.
Because he's like trying to convert her. He's like, I will show you the Force. But then she like closes her eyes and she's like, the Force. And
she just gets the Force.
Instant
she
badass.
owns it. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you.
I like when I don't remember the name of the little eye lady.
Maz
Kanata.
He knows.
Yeah.
Maz Kanata.
Yeah. And she's really cool. I'm going to learn her name after today. Anyway, when she
say it with me.
Yeah, Maz Kanata.
Say it with me. Maz Kanata.
Maz Canada. When she is explaining the Force, she like what I caught was like it was similar to the way it was explained in Episode 1,
in the original.
But in the original, but also in Episode 1, but without midichlorians, in the mix because they're not dumbasses. I was like, I feel like no one else is gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, cool, they're abandoning that.
Somebody just told me they don't like they like the prequels just as well. I was like, shuts door.
Yeah.
Let me say something to
Sorry,
you
I'm just completely
viewers
off
right
topic.
now. The anti-cheese edits of the first 3 are fantastic. Anti-cheese edits on YouTube of Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge of the Sith.
I don't know the name of the edit that I watched, but I watched a fan edit. That was apparently like the most popular one.
The Phantom edit.
No, it was a different title of Revenge of the Sith, and it made it like it rearranged things to make
It makes
make
it
sense.
really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I was like, it makes sense why he's Vader, and it
Yeah.
makes sense because in Episode 6, Leia talks about knowing her mother, and if Padme dies when giving birth, she would not know her
Right.
mother. Like you should
Right.
just describe the womb, which no one can do.
Right.
So
Even though those aren't canon, which sucks.
right, but I mean,
Like-
like it's still like it fixed the mistake that George
Yeah.
Lucas clearly made.
Is there? We need to wrap this up.
Sorry,
Is there
sorry,
anything
sorry.
else that you guys don't like about the movie?
No. If I can
I'm
think
gonna spend
about,
so
like-
much money on this fucking movie.
Same.
It's retarded.
I know.
Just not even seeing it. Just like merchandise and this and that. Like I went and bought some shirts.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy some.
You bought some shirts. You bought
Yeah.
some shirts. We bought some shirts. I touched your boobs.
Yeah, you did. What's your final score? Give me yours, Connor. Out of 5.
Out of 5, 9.4.
Ryan, what's your final
It's
score?
really. I'm just gonna say 5 because it's my favorite thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have not.
You're
been
at 4.5.
I'm still sticking at 4.4.
Okay, I'll say like it is like you said, it's the best movie I've seen in a long time. I've not been to a theater and felt that sense of amazement, awe.
Well, yeah,
and,
I
like,
haven't either.
Like that's never happened.
But I'm looking at it as like it's a movie, and it's like a regular movie. I'm still gonna. There was problems I had with it, like, and that's why I'm not giving it a perfect score.
Okay, I guess nostalgia me would give it a perfect score. If I'm looking at it from a perspective of like, I want to know what happens, and I don't want it to depend on sequels. If it's separate from Star Wars, then it's like a 4 or 4.5, whatever. But like, since I know that there are sequels coming that will answer all of my questions, it's 5.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, like I went to see episode 3 midnight showing, actual
I did
midnight
too.
showing,
I did too.
and it was incredible. It was a big thing. And
Yeah,
now I get to be a part of this thing. The nostalgia, like I broke down, probably cried a few times,
No shame.
because
Tears in my eyes.
not because it was like the best movie I've ever seen, but because it's
It's Star Wars and it's back.
I've actually been excited. I'm always excited to go see a movie that I'm pumped about, but like this is different. Like this is so different. Like you
Yeah.
get to retouch on shit from when you're your childhood and all those things.
Star Wars is back.
It's,
It's
it's
back.
back and it's literally
No politics.
I
No
lo-
sitting around in
Yes.
a circle and talking the whole entire movie.
And I love that kids this generation are growing up and they're not going to have any problem with race, gender, like
Oh, yeah, for
like
sure. Yeah.
they're going to grow up. This is a badass woman lead character, and that's not even a problem. Like people aren't
Yeah,
talking about
definitely.
like the level of melatonin in someone's skin. Like no one's being racist about any of those
Yeah.
people. It's just like it's just normal. These
It's
are people.
good.
these are people. Yeah, these are
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's fantastic.
I love that like there are so many people in these masks that it doesn't matter what race or creed they
Yeah.
are. or
Did you
anything like
guys
that.
catch like when they went to the temple, the first temple with all the flags?
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
The amount
Maya
of
Rudolph's
different
temple.
crazy practical aliens they had, like practical effects.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just like the cantina scene.
Yes.
And it was so.
Yep, so good.
No one cut off
True
anyone's arms.
Did you
notice
notice?
that?
Okay, at the very beginning, when Poe sends off BB-8, that a little alien that pops up out of the ground and looks around.
It was the
I was just
curved
like,
head.
Yeah,
I don't know
what
yes,
that's
called.
Yes.
Well, the curved head with the hammerhead.
That was
shark
from the
eyes.
original.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
the original
yeah.
trilogy. Okay, that's it,
All right,
I guess.
yeah.
Star
So
Wars.
then-
I will say though, Star Wars is my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, by far.
Like,
Decade,
I
even.
love The Martian, like so.
Martian
I haven't seen
is
it yet.
amazing. You still need to
It's
see it.
amazing.
We should watch it.
It's
Let's
so
watch
it. And the
fucking
other-
good.
movie you guys said.
But yeah, by far Star Wars. And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
The Force Awakens. Also, the title is amazing. Not like the
It's
title
about
of-
Rey.
Well, yes.
It's about Rey.
Well, yeah,
Force
absolutely.
Awakens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we
And-
all agree on that? That it's about Rey?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's just like all of a sudden.
Snoke.
Okay.
Snoke
Yeah,
said that.
Snoke was like, can you feel it?
Yeah. And the scene where, sorry, this is at the end. I know we need to close up. The scene where Kylo Ren is, like getting in her head and like trying to get the
Yeah.
Is
information.
that new? Is that new thing? I don't remember.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen
Okay,
it.
we didn't touch on that at all.
All of his force powers are amazing, and it's because they're unrefined. And he stops that blast.
I love it, and it stays there.
Yeah,
Until
and
after he walks
releases
away.
it.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that. Fuck, that's crazy.
It's so
It is
cool.
so.
It just sits there.
I've
Yeah.
not said the F word.
Yeah.
I try not to. I'm
Yeah.
drunk as shoes. I'm gonna. Okay, look. Maybe
You have shoes on.
I know.
We're still talking about The Force Awakens.
I want to go see it again so bad.
I know. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Can I go with you?
No.
All right. Fine. But the scene where he's like,
Yeah, what's the mind control thing? Ah, okay.
well, he's like pulling stuff out of her mind, whatever. We don't know, like, if
That's
how-
not been
if
in
that how
anything,
it
has
works.
it? Has that ever been
No.
in
No,
okay,
I mean, I think that's
cool.
part of the First Order or whatever. Like, that's something new. I
The
don't
First
know.
Order is not doing that. They just have cool masks. But
Yeah, no, okay, but, like
that's why we don't have nice toys.
Yes. The Snoke and Ren ratio thing, whatever it is, where like this is part of the training, and like he's if he's halfway through and he knows this shit, think of how like powerful
How
he can
good
be.
he will be.
And also, I like that he's struggling with the light, and he's like praying or whatever
To Darth Vader.
to Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the other thing. Does he say
It's
father or
basically-
grandfather?
Grandfather.
Grandfather.
He
I
says
heard
grandfather.
father.
I heard
So
grandfather.
two confirmed.
Did he do a shot of
Confirmation.
coke right before this? Because he's like talking.
We talked
he's like,
about
he's
cocaine.
like,
We didn't get to it.
I don't do drugs.
I know
Look,
you don't.
I'm just excited about this. Okay.
Anyway,
Sorry.
yeah, he says grandfather.
Okay.
But he's like talking to Snoke. He's talking to Snoke, like getting hyped up for it. He's like, please, or talking to Darth Vader. He's like getting hyped up for it. He's like, please show me the darkness,
Yeah.
or whatever. I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
I mean, it is, but it's also kind of cheesy because it's like, lead me away from the
Okay,
light.
my
Just-
favorite shot of The Force Awakens.
Here's the thing. Prediction, I mean, obviously he's going to like have a battle with the light. Do you think he's going to be good or bad at the end of it?
He's gonna be bad.
You think so?
There's no way. You can't redeem someone
Who's
from
killed their
killing
father?
Han Solo. You can't. You just can't. Like, even though you can redeem someone that killed a bunch of younglings, you can't.
I think given
redeem-
enough time.
No, you can't. Because you didn't care about the younglings. You cared about Han Solo.
You
Oh,
don't care about the things. Nobody
Yeah,
cares
you-
about them.
you don't give a shit.
Those assholes got it.
You
They just
cared-
got a
you
ditch
cared about
in
Han Solo.
Oklahoma. Who cares?
My favorite shot of The Force Awakens is when Snoke, he tells him, go get her to me. And then
Bring her to me, yeah.
and then
I'm 30 feet tall.
No, that's not my favorite part. Kylo walking to go see Rey, and he's just like got this swagger, and he's just like, "F you," and he's like, "I'm gonna go grab her and bring her," and then he finds that the room's open, and he's like,
she's just discovered that she has force powers.
and then the clone troopers, like, not the clone, the stormtroopers walk up, and then they like see all his shit, and then they're like, "Nope."
Yeah, that was hilarious. We were just like, and
It was like, oh shit, we're out of here.
that was awesome.
That was wonderful.
Okay.
Okay.
That's our end to The Force Awakens. This has been a really elongated, really off-topic episode of The Drunk Nerd. I hope you guys are still paying attention. I hope Connor is really good at editing. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you subscribe at SoundCloud and also at YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Luke Jaggers on Twitter and Luke_Jaggers on Instagram.
I'm Connor.
I'm Ryan.
I'm at Connor_Jones on the Twitter. If you want to follow me on the Instagram, I'm at Connor Jones, and both of these Connors are with an E. Jones is Jones. It's okay. It's at symbol CONER JONES. But Twitter, it's at CONNER_JONES.
Ryan. He's about to eat my ass. That's what it looks like right now.
I was gonna end your life, but
Ryan.
hi. Just hi.
Taste your butt.
I have some social things, but who cares?
You are at Ryan is Vocals on Twitter.
Sure.
And at I am Ryan Lloyd on Instagram.
I got hacked.
I talk about your Twitter and stuff for some reason. Thank you guys for listening for real, and we are drunk. I know you guys are. Prove it. I don't have to. See you guys. Thank you.
I love you.
Go see The Force Awakens.